Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, December 20th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with ratings news. AEW Dynamite drew a viewership of 625,000 at TBS this week, according to WrestleNomics. That's up from last week's audience of 594,000. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a .19, up from last week's demo rating of .17. In other AEW news, Warner Bros. Discovery issued a press release on Thursday announcing more details on AEW programming coming to WBD's streaming service Max. In addition to airing on TNT and TBS beginning on January 1st, both Dynamite and Collision will also stream live on Max. The press release stated that all Dynamite episodes and pay-per-views from their inaugural year of 2019 will also be made available come January 1st, with more content being added, quote, on a rolling basis, end quote. AEW programming airing on Max is part of the company's new media rights deal with WBD, which was signed in October. And Ring of Honor streamed last night on Honor Club, featuring matches taped on December 12th at Chaifetz Arena in St. Louis. In the main event, Grizzled Young Veterans and Shane Taylor Promotions defeated the Dark Order and the Undisputed Kingdom in an 8-man tag team match. ROH World Women's Champion Athena was in action, teaming with Billy Starks to defeat Blair Onyx and Missa Kate. The Murder Machines duo of Brian Cage and Lance Archer teamed to defeat the Iron Savages. In other results, Queen Aminata beat Lady Frost, Lee Johnson topped Bishop Khan, and Serpentico went over Sydney Akeem. Also last night, TNA Wrestling had no new matches scheduled and streamed a Best of 2024 showcase on Access and TNA+. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.